Alright, we're back to discuss the Dark Nation. Their plans, their motives, how they're going to accomplish them, everything about them will not be discussed in this video at all. In fact, we're just going to talk about his gameplay. Dark Nation is a character who comes in two parts. On one side, you have the fact that he needs to absorb damage to become stronger. Now, when he does do an absorb, he doesn't actually take damage, but he works on kinetic energy. So once he stores that energy, he gets stronger. You need to absorb about 4 times to get to his max power, which will then make him the best character in the game. However, the EX absorption, you only need 2 to do that one. Otherwise, his damage is somewhat low until he gets to level 5, but he also has combos he can do on his own, so there's plenty to work with. It's just a matter of figuring out the opponent, like that for example. So when you absorb, you can teleport out, and you can use that to your advantage. So if you hold any direction, you'll go back, you'll go forward, or you'll go up. So now it's the next important thing is to not get hit like that. That is not an unblockable setup I could have rolled. I did not roll. I deserve that. So when you're absorbing, you want to make sure you teleport the right way, simply because of the fact that, as you can see, that setup did not go well for me because I decided to stay in place. Oh, nice bait. So when you get to level 5, you can do insane damage. And that strike of his becomes insanely faster and does a lot of damage also. That's the benefit of level 5. You can also get to level 5 from doing your level 2, so you don't have to be defensive. You can also still rush down and get 2 bars and go into it and get even more. That was my fuck up. I had that and I dropped the spaghetti all over the floor. I could have absorbed that as well. So his normals aren't exactly all that long, so it's important not to use too many lights in a combo. There we go. All it takes is a little bit of patience. Same thing with this matchup. You cannot let your fear get the best of you. So in this matchup, you can be defensive. It's just not a good idea. Wow. That was a very interesting set of mind games played there. Important thing to remember about Exile is he wants you to jump at him so he can hit you with the coil. That would have hit me anyway. You may have noticed that I don't use guard breakers all that much. It's not because they're bad. It's mostly because it's kind of hard to get one over on the AI. Mostly because they're completely aware of what that move is and how it works. So they're not afraid of it like in any capacity. And that's something to remember. Also, when you land an EX Absorb, there's a lot more time where the opponent is kind of frozen in place as you teleport. That is called Oki follow chasing. You know they're gonna take, so you're prepared to punish it. There we go. Now, the EX version of that is not as punishable. There we go. That's exiled. So Snow, absorb everything you can. Because this matchup does not really get interesting until you do. Also, there's a lot of ways he can trick you up with your absorptions. So if you don't do the right one for the right scenario, you're going to eat a combo. So at level 4, you can technically follow it up also, because it doesn't knock down as fast. I know that's a little like I hit anyway. Nice. This is what I mean when I say you can F up your absorption timing. I mean, that worked. That definitely was a thing that worked. I will give you that. Now I just have to do it again. Now I realize that was not the second round, or I would not have wasted my meter. That's extremely important to me. That works. Oh boy. So on this matchup, it's very fast. So knowing when you should and shouldn't absorb is paramount of making this entire thing work. Because Zenith can melt your life far away very quickly. And I mean very quickly. From every mistake you make. Huh. He's a bit scary to fight for a few people, especially if you don't really have any reversals. I was expecting him to go in the air. He did not go in the air. The run stop throw mix up. And actually, that would have worked on me in a player match. Because, like, what do you do about that? That's a very, very, very good mix up. I mean, that works. I really gotta pay attention to health. Meter is so very important with Dark Nature. It really is. How did I drop that? Are you kidding me? Interesting. Fight. That's enough of that, sir. That normal. Did not mean to do that. Building up that kinetic energy is very, very important. So in this matchup, it's a bit confusing because it's like, do you want to absorb? Do you want to deal with the bullshit that happens when he hits you? And because of the fact that he has that low, absorbing can be very problematic in this matchup. Yeah. I see it coming, and I do nothing to stop it. Okay. I have to play these matchups very careful. There we go. That's all I needed. Kane Kelly is a whole different matter. As you can see. So this matchup is whoever hits. Oh wait. He's never given me this much trouble for any reason, so it's very interesting. Had it with you, sir. It's time to end this. This is ridiculous. I've spent way too much time fighting you. I mean, that's fine. That was a waste. Like I said, that's quite enough out of you. Quite enough. So the Dark Nation mirror, we both want to absorb. Okay, I get it.
You're mine. You're mine. You're mine. You're mine.
Well, that does come out faster. I'll give you that. Yep, that's a grab. The old nothing mix-up. Very powerful. Cool. Okay.
Fight. You're mine.
Sweeping the strike is one of the best ways to get them in the corner, so you can even get to your corner only combos. Nice.
They're all yours.
The overhead. Forgot about that move. Anytime Dark Nation runs at you, you can probably assume he's doing for the grab. So it's going to be a lot of scrambling. Not gonna lie. This is a situation that you really don't want to deal with. Yeah.
Fight!
If this goes over an hour, I'm gonna re-record because this playthrough of this game should not take you an hour for any reason. Right.
Dark fight!
So this bug still exists. Pay no attention to it. I thought I fixed that. I did not. Did some homework for me. Okay, so I have 4 minutes to win this fight. Worth it. Yeah, I know I blew all my meter. Ow. There we go. Just under an hour. So, like I said, Dark Nation, focus on absorbing if the opponent is too aggressive. If not, just focus on getting that level 2 so you can get them level 5 quickly and end the round fast. Or you can even do a smarter trick where you just kind of get fuel meter, then die, and then you can just take both rounds by using EX absorption. It's all about conditioning the opponent here, and it's about capitalizing on their mistakes with everything you've got, because he can deal so much damage at level 5 that it's just absurd. I know it seemed like I struggled a bit, but it's just because I'm kind of out of practice. Sorry about that. I'm hoping you guys will do better than I did. So don't just look at me as the de facto. Look at me as, here's some ideas. Go ahead and try this shit out. See you next time when we tackle the Monolith, the last character.